Thurston and Tom Sargent. Rick is a historian and Tom is a hotel owner. I also read some articles online and I visited this site. Also, I went to the library to find some research. Here's a map of Kewalo Point today. The lodge is right here, and it's really close to the Golden Gate Bridge. Is right here. Kewalo Point is near the Golden Gate Bridge in Sausalito. It has a long history. First it was an army base, then a national park, and now it's a hotel. In 1775, Spanish explorers sailed through the Golden Gate. They saw wild horses, so they shouted Kewalo, which means horse in Spanish. So they named it Kewalo Point. In the 1900s, the Army built Fort Baker on the land called Kewalo Point. They had long-range cannons in the hills to shoot at enemy ships that might come in and try and harm America. In World War II, the Army hid mines in the bay to explode ships if they came in to attack. Here's a photo of Kewalo Point in 1902. There's the Horseshoe Cove, and then Fort Baker is right here. It's really close to Angel Island, right there. And then the Golden Gate Bridge wasn't built yet, because it was built in 1937. And this is a photo in 1902. Oh. The men posted at Kewalo Point were called the Guardians of the Golden Gate. And they had, they built Fort Baker, which is that, and then those are the Guardians of the Golden Gate. Bridge. No, bridge wasn't built. And they used big guns at Fort Baker that protected the bay, like these, right there. And they're huge. 90 years later, the Army leaves Kewalo Point. Fort Baker is made a national park, but the buildings have toxic paint, and they can't be used unless someone cleaned them up. In 2008, someone launched the building, so they cleaned it up and it opened as a business for a hotel. Let's think about what it was like in the 1900s. Fort Baker was the first modern fort, because men could live with their families unlike other modern forts. Officers lived in these very modern houses, like these, not just old barracks like this. It was also very modern because they had a bowling alley. So after you went to church, you could go to the bowling alley. It was also very modern because it was the first army base that had a school in it. In 1937, it was really hard to concentrate. Because if you sat next to that window, you couldn't, it would be hard to pay attention in class because they were building the Golden Gate Bridge if you sat next to that window. After being there for 90 years, the Army leaves in 1990. Now Fort Baker is empty. The U.S. made it a national park. But what about the buildings? Well, in 2008, Tom Sargent, a man from San Antonio, promised to clean it and make it into a hotel called the Lodge at Kewalo Point. He wants people to stay there, have meetings about the environment, enjoy the view, and eat food. Famous people who stay there include Tony Blair, the Prime Minister of England, Bill Gates from Microsoft, and Robin Williams, the actor. Almost Michael Jordan, but he couldn't come. And Jackson Richardson, but I'm not so famous. Kewalo Point is important to Marin today because it reminds us of what it was like to live here in the 1900s. It helps the land stay green so no one builds a junky store like McDonald's did.
Yes! Yes!
And it's part of our national parks. Please visit Kewalo Point. Thank you.
I like it.
So you're moving first before taking questions?
Yeah.
We're watching a movie?
Yeah.
We're
You
watching
want to
a
tell the
movie.
class while I load it what you did?
So we went to
Not a
Fort
junky
Baker,
place like the Charles.
and then we went to the place where they had the big cannons there on the hills, but the guns weren't there anymore. And we explored there, and then we found out what they did for bowling, because they didn't have these modern bowling alleys like we do now, where there's a machine and you're like, it resets the pins and then the ball comes back to you.
Yeah.
Don't start it yet.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be a whole entire movie.
How long?
1 trillion hours.
It's gonna take like. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, you need audio too, don't you?
Go back to your red.
That's true.
This is a photo of Cavallo Point. This is a photo of some very modern houses that they used back in the day. They were very modern. This might be some sort of jail. Whoa.
Oh, I've been there.
Bet this was where they had the cannons right there, and they could shoot out onto the ships that might come in through the Golden Gate.
Deadly.
Wait, what did it say? Let's see what soldiers did for fun.
Okay, so the pins explode, I put them in here, and then I lower them down onto the docks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I jump back up here, because when the ball comes, I don't want my legs, to get broken. So the pins explode, I jump back down, I put the ball in here, and the ball rolls back to the players.
Okay.
Okay. The end. See, there's a whole entire movie. This is quick.
Anybody have any
awesome.
questions or compliments for Jackson?
Kennedy?
I like how you did a video and a slideshow.
Colin?
Did you do the movie on that thing on iMovie? And I like how you projected your voice clearly.
Thank you.
Wait, did you go bowling there?
Or is it, there's a bunch of furniture in the way. There's no pins and stuff.
Yeah.
So we can't anymore.
Thank you so